Okay, let's get the show on the road. My webcam is messed up. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can get this fixed. Maybe? Maybe. Oh, it's going crazy. I don't think that helped at all. It's a little bit more in focus. I'm going to settle for it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live Stream. Welcome to Coop Life. I hope you're doing good. My day has been very, very good. Let's see. We've got a whole bunch of people. Lots of people. We're waiting at the 20-minute mark. Like Barlock and Erg and Night Pirate and Kugas and Pirate of Old and all sorts of old people. Hello. Everybody's doing good. Spider's croon? What? In the Tiki room, all the chickens speak words in the cat's room. I don't know what Night Pirate's going on about. He's lost it. I hope everybody's doing good. There was supposed to be an update of the weekend. The Coop Life. I did not forget. I tried to update it. If you caught it at the right time on it was either Friday or Saturday. In between swears and curses against curse. I actually pushed out a 1.6 update. The thing got pulled about an hour and a half later. There was a couple of critical crashes. I then spent the bits of the weekend and parts of yesterday testing a local server here on my machine. And I would pull something and roll back a version. Something else would crash. I would roll back a version on that. Something else would crash. I kind of gave up. I'm waiting for some things to update. Hopefully it'll happen tomorrow. I know one or two of them have already updated as of yesterday afternoon. So, yeah. Berg says I'm in a goofy mood. When are you not, other than when you're at work? Canada is the only country I know that has a maple syrup strategic reserve. True. Yeah. Oh, hey, Dragon Racer. What's going on? Yeah. I hope everybody's doing good. Guts, how you doing today?
All right. Figured out the problems that I was having yesterday.
Yay!
How was to track down
magically increasing numbers.
Turns out it was, one number making another bigger, and that same number was being used as the basis for how much the next one increased, and it just was spiraling out of control. I put a limit on it, so it never goes above 200 or whatever, so it's good now.
That's good.
Yeah. People are singing bad songs from the 80s and 90s. Well, some aren't bad. I wouldn't sing them. Any Tiki music on the playlist? No? Why? What's the possession with Tiki music as of late? Okay. I am working on the boat, and the boat is missing a detail that I was going to work on. I think I want to do it. Well, actually, I need to go inside real quick first. And I'm going to do half step down. And then right there means I need to go down one more. Wow, that is low. Okay, never mind. Let's not half step down. Let's just pull it straight across and plug that. So, do you have any bright ideas as to what you are going to be working on this evening, Greater C?
Not a clue.
Yay. Dun-dun.
Oh, monsters spawn in here because it's slightly low. Oh well, deep basement is deep.
I told you. I did mention it, actually.
It'll be fine. Adds to the mystery, except for creepers. They don't.
Nope, actually, that was right the first time. Silly me. Hey, Dark Preacher, what's going on? And what ya? I need to pull this out. Another one. Then, gonna round it off. I discovered something humorous. Another downside to the all-in-one, well, the tools from actually editions.
Yep.
They don't actually work with mending.
Oh, of course.
So, yeah. And I think I'm giving my boat a caboose. It needs one. Preacher, not a ninja if you trip over all the furniture. Constant contact with the cats, which means I'm a ninja by proxy. It doesn't work that way, Preacher. Berg says I'm more of a gymnast. Random loud noises. Yeah, mending does not work on the AOIT. I have had it on there, and then I realized I logged in a little early for the stream, and I realized that, oh, you know, I'm going to go do some mining real quick, or go do something that picks up that experience, and get some repairs on it. After about 10 minutes of wasting time and mining stuff and getting, well, as you can see, about 25 levels worth of stuff, experience, then not a single point of durability changed. Like, yay. Bust that out. Okay, this is stopping here. Whoa, my aim is no bueno. Well, better. Music, I think, is a tad loud. Heart, what's going on? I've been here the whole time, totally not late for my paying attention. Not at all. Sure. Let's see. So, actually not gonna be there. So this is gonna be a little lower. Dun, dun, dun. We're gonna do this. And then I think yep, something like that. Which means we're gonna need some more spruce for one thing. Get up here real quick and pull out the crafting table. Yeah, I hope everybody's had a good day. My poor friend Mallrat in Florida is stuck without power and water for the foreseeable future. They don't know when they're going to get it back. They said a week, and then they said, "Oh, you should have it already." So, it sounds as if they don't know what's going on. And right about here, and 1, 2, 2. Gonna drop these down. We're gonna do this, that, and then I need some of them. At which point fatten this up. That is completely wrong. Oh my god, arg. I'm tempted to change wood, but I'm not going to do that. I'm still baffled as to why there's not a vertical slab in vanilla, but whatever. Barlock says power was up for 5 days when Andrew went through. Yeah, that doesn't shock me. I think Mallrat's also a little further south. Hello, Unleashed T-Rex. What's going on? Your name is interesting.
It's really fun.
Where is the ship's rudder going? The rudder is going to actually run down straight from this.
Where's it going? On the back end, I hope.
Somewhere, yeah. So there would be a support pillar basically straight down from that. Ah! And let's do that. But what we are going to do is get up here real quick. 2, 1, 2. Okay, awesome. Now we can go like this, go like this. And I'm going to support beam. This would actually be hollow. It would not be a tree log, but I'm using this right now until I get another kind of wood that I'm comfortable with using. And we would actually have a pulley system, a pulley loop going down through that. And then this can become bracing. The rudder is basically going to be going. Let's see if I can. I'm just going to grab a marker block. Let me see. We would put the top of the rudder there and there. Yes, there's such a thing as a 2-rudder boat. Let's see. That's going to be a back window. Which means... I'm actually going to do that. And I'm going to do the same thing here because I think it'll look better. Back window. And then we get this. Pull this out. Yeah, that works for the most part. I am tempted to drop that window down one more, but... Over here, give me just a second, and then I will catch up on chat. Okay. This is going to be the captain's cabin. Yes. Okay. I'm glad you think it's cool. Unleashed. Will you have a C hatch for Greater C in the boat? No. Greater C will have to stop becoming a squid to get inside this boat. I'm not even going to have the boat really be accessible. I mean, I could do some ladder cladding. Like I could run a vertical line of ladders here and a vertical line here and do it same on the other side. in between the cannon ports, but I'm not dead set on that. Also, don't know if... Huh?
No, I'm talking to myself.
Is it a good conversation?
I hope so.
Right. I did have the cargo hatch here. I moved it back. It goes through the middle of the cannonade now. It's fine. We'll figure it out. We still need to... I'm probably just going to chisel in bits a middle block there that looks like the rest of the grading. I think I'm going to put that there, that there. I can... Have you seen the dinos in Magic the Gathering? Where is the Cluck deck going to be on the ship? I don't know what you're talking about, Night Pirate. Sorry.
Well, I mean, with who are at the moment, I think the place that they'd be on is the poop deck.
Technically speaking, I think this top back section is the poop deck. I think.
Does a joke about all the chicken poop?
Yes, I know. People are talking about dinosaurs with tail feathers? What are you talking about? Or dinosaurs that did not have tail feathers? Which ones are you talking about? Ever seen an ocean-going vessel with front and aft rudders, but I think there were river boats that used that setup. I'm a little bit more complex than that, I think. But yes, vaguely. Some of the actual old-fashioned Mississippi river boats did have a multi-rudder system. They had to have several in the back behind the actual paddle wheel. And they had some, I think, either on the underside or on the front. But yeah. Let's see. Okay.
I'm gonna get a whole bunch of wool for this.
What you doing?
I'm making tables for the bar.
Ooh.
Suitable for people who are one block height, hopefully.
Okay. I am tempted to get not quarter, but probably eighth block strips and frame this part up the sides, do some vertical lines in some of these grooves, use something bright and eye-catching. Maybe even just get like a gold block and dice it up. I'd probably do like a 1 pixel strip or a 2x2 pixel strip straight up the side. Might still do that. Make it look kind of like leaf or filigree. I want to do some insets on the cannon port windows. And I'm probably not even going to try and tackle the hull until next stream. Cluck buck sounds like bad currency. Our dragon says mob money? You're not far off.
Reminded me of that line from Borderlands. Great one with like, was it, please return to me at your earliest convenience. I have a huge pile of blood money with your name on it. You might think that to be metaphor. You would be wrong.
Yeah. Let's get this. All of this stuff somewhere. This. Make some more stairs. Grab some space. Okay. This can go in there for now. Going to have to bust out some chisels and bits stuff. Which means I have to make a bit bag. Means I need to go back to the coop.
And a bit.
I have, let's see, iron chisel. Yep. Chisel and bit saw. No. Okay. Yeah, sure enough, I need to go back to the coop. Woo!
I'm annoyed.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. There are a stupid number of butterflies over here. Stupid butterflies. We'll kill you all. I mean, seriously. We have them spawning in midair. Like in spots where there wasn't even a tree originally. At least I don't think there was. Hasn't been one there for ages if there was. Aha. Okay. That is our horse. Beautiful disaster. Is a wondrous thing. Come over here and do some crafting, chisel, and bits. Let's see, that is wool around a bit. I can do that. This. Oh. And let's see, somewhere in this coop. Let's go over here. I think it's in here. We do have blocks of gold. Woohoo! Okay. Let's go back. The Pirate Cove. No. Did Ferg raise the stakes? Nope, I grilled him out of it. People are shot. Fired. Get out. Aboard the pun train. No! Stop the pun train.
Pun train has no brakes. Oh, I'm at it.
Okay. I'm gonna go down to, let's go find some sand. Gonna get this. I'm gonna set it to a single bit. Gonna lop it off. And I think I can do that. Let's get another lone bit. Yes, I'm making two. Whoop. There we go. Now, what I want to do is set this to, let's see, plane. All right, I have the storage. I forgot. I'm just gonna put that away and save it for now. Let's get second one of these. Cancel. Oh, pretzel seem to have frozen up. There we go.
Oh, pretzel, my pretzel.
What?
Never mind.
Was that a Dead Poets Society music player joke?
Sure. I was going directly for women, but okay.
Okay. I do believe Windows is going a little bonkers. Give me a second here, folks. Pretzel got locked up and now Chrome got auto closed. Here we go. Is there a pretzel music player out there somewhere that's...
That was stupid.
What?
I had a mystical flower spawn inside my armor stand.
How'd you manage that?
And I just used the fertilizer and it just went inside the armor.
Okay, so there's that now. Let's get this back up. Googers, I see the exclamation of PG chat, PG chat. Did somebody say something they weren't supposed to? What's going on? If you were saying that, then I'm assuming you are in distress in some way, based upon what somebody has said. If so, speak now.
Not seeing anything. I'm seeing a whole bunch of cow puns.
That's about it. Yay, we do this. We do a line. Nope. Let's do a single bit. Let's put that there. And I'm just gonna do... I've had this problem recently where multi-MC, Windows says multi-MC is using up all the available memory, but there's like 3 gigs of system memory, of just RAM, empty, not being used. But Windows 10 says, undo, there we go. It says, all memory is being used up. This application is using too much, or it's going outside of its, prejudged whatever, I don't know. And it always points to multi-MC and says multi-MC is using up too much memory. If I hit F3 in here, this only ever says in top right corner, it says it's using whatever percentage out of 3 gigs that I gave it. I have empty spare memory, but Windows is still kind of having a fit of some kind. And this time it actually started closing stuff.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. So I do believe I might have to find the money to start investing in some more RAM for my computer. Maybe I need more. Get this line done real quick. Yep, I think it looks a lot better. Accent lines. Hello, Deadpool. What's going on?
Also, hello to I am Mrs. Sparkly.
Oh, hi. Hello, Mrs. Sparkly. Nice to meet you. Yeah, Kugas, if you're hanging out in Flame Goats chat, pretty much everything, 100% of the time that you hear and or learn there cannot be used here. So you have been forewarned. There are intentionally people that I don't watch the content of because I am worried that I would not be able to regulate myself if I washed my brain with their language too much. Or I meter how much I watch of their content. There's probably a quicker way to do this, but whatever. This isn't taking that long. think there's a way to do a selected area. Can't remember. Oops. Undo. There we go. I love the undo command. Yep. I think it's looking a lot better. Okay. Read the one says so small. Aw, what? I'm chicken, man. What's going on? Hey, Mallrat. Wait a minute. Mallrat's watching. Do you have the battery to watch? Still in the Stone Age. That would be a no. He does not have power. Hey, Zalis. What's happening? I didn't see you sneak in. It's too bad we don't have a magnifying glass mod. We do. In this actual pack, there is a magnifying glass mod. We have a super circuit maker, which nobody has used yet, ever, for any purpose. So
I just don't know how.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I was hesitant to put it in. I was like, I don't know how to use it. I've touched it once, like a year ago, and it bottomed out the server and almost destroyed my frame rate. Let me see if I can do...
That's sure it's a good reason not to start.
Well, I mean, it's seen huge
True.
updates since then. Let me see if I can just... Oh, there we go. That is definitely much quicker. Drawn region, that's what I want. Wow, it just spread like wildfire, doesn't it? Whew. Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot better. I did have hot food tonight, so that's great. Have you showered yet? Stinky. The blocks, LOL. Oh yeah, those are bits. Those are parts of a whole block. Yeah, if you zoom in real close, that is one. This is basically one bit. That one square I've got pointed at is one bit of a block of gold. But yeah, we actually have a mod. What'd you say? That's
256 in a block.
Whatever.
No, it's more.
It's 16 by 16 by 16. I don't know.
Yeah, which is like
a million, 1.4 million.
No, I don't think it's that high.
A billion.
That's 100 times 100 times 100.
Yeah, a lot. I don't know. Anyway, Cuts will come up with an appropriate mathematical number here in a minute.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was.
Probably 1,024 or who knows what.
I think it's 204,
I've got a mobile generator with wheels, says Mallrat. That's a good thing. Here's the important question. Are you running it indoors? We had this conversation on the Discord earlier, and it was hilarious. Hey, what, Freed the One? I like your energy level. You're definitely excited about stuff. I think that's neat.
Yep.
I'm a little worried that for your heart, but keep it up, I guess. 3 AA CDs would get your account 4.5 volts. What? It would.
I think those are battery designations. Double A, C.
Yeah, 3 AA's, a C, and a D would get 4.5 volts. 4096. Thank you very much, Mallrat.
Like, I had a cool idea for something to put in here, but it's like, I will never get this finished in a bazillion years, so I'm not going to try.
Let's see. I'm going to do... Am I still on drawn region? I am.
Being like a patterned bits sphere. Like, no.
Why?
Reproducing any pattern on the surface, well, because it would look really cool. But reproducing any surface, exactly. you know, that floating bit of marble, and I thought like having some kind of floating thing in the middle of the chamber, like just floating in the light. It's like, well, that would be a really cool thing to put there. But it's like, it would take a million years to make, so I'm not going to bother.
Tell you what, folks, it's evidence right there. Spiders can learn.
fall into lava.
I hate the amount of skate and slide there is on the fly for this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Yeah, drawn region makes it go real fast. I tell you what. Dun. I need to do this one now. Yeah, for anybody that is still playing Coop Life, there is going to be another major update coming out. Then probably a config update to redo the config files, because we've had a lot of mods that have updated significantly and overhauled their config files. Once that is done, that will probably be... Oh, there's a max draw range for drawn region. Okay. That will probably be the last update to Coop Life for 1.10.2. I'm not dead set on making another one for 1.12. I'm not sure if there is a demand for it. People might be cooped out. I don't know. Dark Preacher says, Mallrat, can you drive up to the truck stop that has water and power, buy a shower? The local truck stops, well, where Mallrat is, there might not be any nearby, and B, they might not have water and power either. Automatic car wash with the windows rolled down, 2-for-1 cleaning, Mallrat. I actually know somebody that had their car reupholstered. They got a no beater of a car, and they had the interior upholstery changed out for, what is it, air dry? No, washing, same kind of fabric they use in wash and wear clothing, where you can walk around with it wet and it'll dry out quick. He had his upholstery redone on that stuff. The most uncomfortable fabric I've ever sat on in shorts, but he actually did at one point drive it through a car wash with the windows down, because none of the electronics worked otherwise. It's not like it had a stereo that functioned. So, whoop, let's see. And I put a bit there, and then I'm gonna pull that across. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I short that one. There we go. Okay. See, now it's starting to look like something. And then what I want to do... is that. And that. And then I'm going to put one there. And cross connect it with that. I'm going to come over here and we're going to do the exact same thing. Nope, come on, come on. I just want to... Thank you. Yeah, okay. And then what we can do is we can pull this down here. And... do that. And then I'm actually gonna do... cross like this. Ah! Undo. Regretter C. Memory serves me correct. You have a job that you have recently started new.
Yes, I have.
How's it going?
It's physically demanding. It's grocery stocking.
Right. I can understand that.
And full time. Which is nice because I get benefits.
Yeah. Oh, right. Those are real stairs. Those are not chisel and bit stairs. Dang it. Okay, can't put anything there. Oh. Let's see. And I still have a metric ton of gold bits. Woo.
Always.
Okay. Always wanted a Wrangler. Jeep Wrangler? Geez, I couldn't tell from your Twitter feed or anything, Berg. Welcome back, Unleashed T-Rex. Power wagon, pressure wash inside and out, says Kugas. That's a cool vehicle idea. I like that. Go get an old power wagon and just get a pressure washer. Scrape all the crud out. Didn't Kia or the like have all plastic interior that advertised you could hose out, says Mallrat? Yes, there was a Honda Element. It had the weird double open doors on the sides. Those actually had this weird plastic interior that you could hose out. Kirk says, I'm short and my knees hit the dash. Wow. Wait, in a power wagon? Or I mean a Wrangler? Horsehair seats on iron springs is comfortable. You're crazy, Barlock.
If you say so.
Might have been a Scion. That might have been a thing too, yeah. No Mighty Max preferred. I remember that cartoon. That was an awesome cartoon. I'm a little worried.
Yeah.
Somebody
I have my finger on the button.
Somebody said, here's a gift, and I don't know them. Honda Element, the cube of the auto world. No, the cube is the cube of the auto world. Have you seen those? They're really weird. I like them because they've got strange compartments in places, but yeah. Okay. I'm going to do draw region just outside of... Oh, that's not right. That's too wide. Undo is awesome. Undo on build tools is just amazing.
They followed, but I'm waiting for the shoe to drop. I can't see the follower count, so I don't know if that pushed you, what that pushed you to.
898.
Getting there.
Yeah, I'm 2 away from 900. I'm like an economy scale Dragon Ball Z hero. It's over 900.
Wow, fully. At least half of these carpet patterns are bad.
What'd you say, Cuts?
It's at least 4.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Oops, someone got it before I could.
I followed you. Thank you very much, Krillbog. I appreciate it. You are a nice person. Stick around and have conversation with us. Mad Mr. Awesome. What's your point?
Got booted.
Oh, good. Stating the obvious, dude. Okay. I'm just going to go gold trim nuts. Screw it. Biggest, tackiest British ship I can think of. All right, I said it. Oh, whoops. No, undo. What am I doing? That is now below water level. Apparently it is. Okay.
Yeah, the actual surface of water is 2 pixels down from the edge of the block.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. That explains so much. I never even noticed. That's hilarious. I am going to want to make some water blocks that actually have that pixel line in them, but I'm not going to do it today. I'll do that off stream. It's going to be boring.
Ooh.
At least you can, with it in the corner, you can blueprint it.
Yeah.
Oh, night, Mallrat.
Mallrat's probably going to conserve his power. I feel sorry for the guy. I hope his power comes back quick. Mostly for selfish reasons. We need him for fractals on Monday. Aha. Yeah. I saw Cuts here a second ago. Where do you go? Where did Spider Cuts run off to? Spider Cuts. Spider Cuts. What do you think?
You rang.
Yeah. You need to make that noise. Just to make it extra creepy. Do you like my big deck?
God.
Right. That's right. I said it.
It's enormous.
It is not historically accurate.
Why there's red sand, but besides that, yeah.
Oh, there's going to be railing there. There's red sand on the inside where the cannons are going to go. I kind of think I want to...
It's going to fall straight through the bottom.
I kind of think I want to do a... yeah, this is going to be a cargo hatch. Might... I don't know. I'm still undecided on the cargo hatch. Let's
it's
see.
Like a cave with a bit missing here, like the floor.
Yeah, it's supposed to scoop down under, and then it's going to come down to probably about, I don't know, here, maybe a little bit lower.
Shuttle bay.
Yeah, see, this opens up, and this is where we fired Davy Jones out from the torpedo tubes. Is that how it works? One deck down will keep the...
make it do that.
Yeah, one block down, one deck down will keep the Titan missiles. Dark Preacher, come to Vagram streams with Minecraft. Stay for the maturity, air quotes. Berg says, I act my shoe size. Yeah, anyway, there's going to be a wheel that I was promised by this stream by a certain Mr. Barlock, but I'm not gonna whine about it.
Not yet, anyway.
Yeah, not yet, anyway. There's gonna be a ship's wheel there. I want to do railing all around, except for a couple of gaps down here on the main deck. I want to do railing all the way around, but I kind of want to not use just standard fence railing. I want to make some...
It's going to be gold encrusted at this point.
Yeah, that's actually what I was thinking, is I want to put some filigree on it and make it look neat, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was figuring when with the edging that you were putting on, you know, that's all it could be. You can't get away with not doing it if you put gold on the outside.
See if we can make some railing and make it look like it's been wrapped in tin foil.
I imagine it'll stop by the time you hit the stairs. The top part.
It'll stop.
Diminish towards here until it fully runs out.
Yeah, it's basically, I figure we'll stop it right about here-ish. Actually, probably about here. Do like 2 blocks out, and then we're going to start up about 2 blocks over here, and then go up and around the front, and then repeat down the side. Because you have to have the big gaps. If we want to get somebody that's dedicated to chisel and bits, we could string rope across the gaps on the main deck. But
if you're gonna do that, you're just asking for having like proper rigging, and that's.
We could be really tacky and do velvet rope.
The moment you do that, it's like, well, why is the entire rigging chisel and bits?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
if we can solve the problem as to why the immersive engineering stuff is disappearing, if that stops with the next major update, then the wires and whatnot, we could actually use some fasteners and cabling from chisels and bits. I mean, from immersive engineering for the actual rigging. You know.
The problem is you can't like pull them taut.
Oh, come on.
So Yeah,
they're gonna look loose, but we can only do so much.
yeah, and they don't cross over to make the actual climbable part of the rigging.
I just heard TTFT cuts volunteer for chisel and bits, ropes, and knots. Is that what you heard, fair to say?
Yep. Oh yeah.
Thought so. Yay. Starting to look super tacky. Now we get the big bumper sticker stuck just on top of the wood on the back that says "I brake for pirates."
Oh.
Barlock
Okay,
just
that's a
hopped on.
thing. I realized what I hadn't. I finally realized something that I didn't transfer from the old computer that I probably should have.
What?
I don't have any map data for this world.
Oh yeah, you probably want to get your map, your journey map
No,
folder
it's
transmitted.
in the cupboard and packed away now. I'd have to re-explore it.
I could send you mine.
Nah, it's okay. It's not that bad anyway. Sounds like we're doing much elsewhere.
Oop. See, I guilt tripped Barlock into getting on the server. Thank you, Barlock. I heard TTFT cuts say he wanted to do all the CMB work on the server from now on. ... Says Dark Preacher. That's what I heard too, Preach.
Yep.
What's that? You want everything making out of like the worst block possible?
Acacia.
Like,
Yes, everything's made out of
Everything
CMB
orange.
acacia. I mean, honestly, you're gonna do that. Just do chisel and bits, orange wool or pink wool or something like that.
Yep. Yeah, any of the chisel and bits carpets. Well,
Carpets
not all of them are bad.
a lot of those
Half
carpets.
of them are bad.
A lot of them are pretty bad. I don't know.
What if we have an inert block with a missing texture?
You want to
What
see
do
it? You want to do C and B for missing text with missing texture
Make
stuff?
everything out of missing texture.
I'm waiting for the server to crash when you actually knock a chisel off that. I'm not
Well,
dead.
you should. The actual texture is like it puts it into the place where the other one should be, so it is a functional texture. To break
Yeah.
anything if it's a standard block. Yeah,
I know.
If it isn't some weird thing.
Just one of those things where usually if I'm using a mod that's got missing textures, something is about to break. Usually.
Yeah, or it's an unintended side effect like a block that you can't normally obtain that ends up in NEI incorrectly.
Yeah, exactly.
Even if it doesn't do anything, just like there were meant to be 5 variants of something and there's actually 8 or whatever, so 3 of them don't have a texture.
Terry Preacher says you have failed me, chisels and bits.
That's it. Chisel everything out of chicken poop.
There is a block for that.
That's what I mean.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you could make a block out of, chisels and bits, everything out of manure. Right now I want to chisel and bits little poos out of the chicken poop block, says Bird. Is the ship size for the main mast to have spiders' nests at the top of it, says Night Pirate. No, technically that would have been called the bird's nest. Now it's the chicken's nest. Or the roost. We can call it the roost. Okay. I'm not going to cap those off. For now, I'm going to put that there. That there. Put that there. We don't need that. Okay. Barlock is popping a wheel together for me. Thank you very much. I'm going to do a wall right against this over to here. And then I'm going to bump out here. Oh, God. And then we're gonna do... Yep. Which means now this will have stairs down from this landing down to the cannonade. I need to put a hatch over here. It is actually going to go down to the cannonade and the powder magazine. But yeah, there'll be stairs come down this way and then jog this way. Which means now gonna do a little bit of this. That is not even close to right. What did I do? Oh, I see what I did. Never mind. Oh, we are smart. Okay, I'm gonna pull this across. Not there though. Storage closet. And let's do... Really? There we go. Stairs. Okay. I'm gonna need more stairs. There we go. Let's do this. Do this. Do this. And that. And that looks a lot less boring. Awesome. Okay. I'm gonna do a little bit of adapting here. Blub, blub, blub. I'm afraid to use the H word, but HTNT full of nukes? What? Oh, yeah. For some reason, I actually have the word banning for the bot turned off right now, for the StreamJar bot on Mixer, because it was getting ban happy for stuff it shouldn't have been ban happy for. That's not on my blacklist. I've literally gone through and blanked at the blacklist, and it was still banning people for stuff like some master whitelist, or I mean a master blacklist that I don't have access to of naughty words, and some dumb things got put on it. So I'd turn it off, disable it. Storage closet should not be called the brig. This could be a brig, honestly, all the way at the back if we wanted to, but we would probably want to put some slightly different, I don't know, we could. Most ships didn't actually have, pirate ships like this didn't actually have, or big sailing ships didn't have a brig. It was usually the much bigger kind of fleet colonial stuff that had anything that could even be considered a brig. Usually if you were that much of a troublemaker, they just tossed you overboard. You added a powder room for the cannons. That's not going to be the powder magazine. That's going to be up here. I figured. Actually, no. It probably would be here now that I think about it. You're not going to want it. I figure if you're going to battle, you're going into a fight, either you're going to be getting shot at from the front or the sides. If you're doing your work right, you're not getting shot at from the back. I don't know. I'm for now. I'll leave a door on both sides of this. We can figure out what it's going to be later. There has to be some space up there at the front for a storage room for some haulage and other stuff for ship repairs, extra wooden planks, other supplies for generally, whatever. And then there's going to be space below deck that's going to be raw storage for a lot of the food. We can do some barrels of I don't know. Well, they'll be closed barrels, but they would be of probably salted meats or salted fishes and stuff like that. Fishies. Ooh. See, he's powering through this wheel. Yeah, any blocks that I do underwater that are detail blocks, I want to actually fill the rest of the space up with water so we don't get the weird, air gaps. Because I can't stand that about vanilla Minecraft. By Grabdar's ban hammer, you shall be timed out.
Oh boy.
Where's the galley? Lots of ships like this didn't have a galley. That is a misconception. Quite often, life was spent either on the top deck or the cannonade. There was not a lot of actual space for... There wasn't a lot of social space. It was actually quite often a luxury for a captain to even have dedicated space like this. The big ships...
It's not a big ship.
Yeah, this is not a huge ship. There's classes of ships that are much larger than this that would have more dedicated space for things like that. And those were very hard to make, very expensive, and very rare. The preconceived notion set forth by Hollywood in movies like, Pirates of the Caribbean, for one, a lot of those ships are super gorgeous, but would not have been that prevalent, and a lot of them wouldn't have existed within the time period the movie exists.
Yeah, they're basically kind of like crazy flagship level, a lot of them inside.
Yeah. Yeah, the Black Pearl is way bigger than anything a pirate of Jack Sparrow's reputation would have had, much less any pirates. A lot of the privateers had stuff this size or smaller. It was not unheard of for them to use sloops and other stuff. So, yeah.
Which are much, much smaller.
Yeah, sloops and cogs are like half the size of this thing. Well, 2/3 to half.
Depends. There could be ones that were... Well, I mean, actually, I don't know about the Venetian one. Running trade.
Usually the only people that had the really big ships, stuff bigger than this, were trade companies like the East India Trade Company or other such companies that had a lot of money to throw around, or they were protecting. Yeah, or they were protecting a lot of good stuff. Navies had some really amazing ships. However, it should be noted that just like the American Navy, the United States military Navy, it's not all cruisers and it's not all carriers and destroyers. That's like less than, 15% of the fleet, probably less than 10%. A big chunk of it are cruisers and fast attack vehicles and smaller things that can maneuver around.
Boats.
Yeah, torpedo, exactly. The English Navy, I think I'm accurate in saying this, basically ran the high seas for a good chunk of years. And they had some of the most impressive boats out there, but that wasn't because of sheer engineering or because of sheer size. It was mostly because they were really good about designing boats to be used the right way, that they knew how to use them.
There was also a lot of management of forests to provide the wood.
Yep. So yeah, they were better about resource management, because silly amounts of wood goes into making a ship like this. When you start talking about big things like full galleons and trade galleons and like man o' wars and crazy crap like that.
Real long-term project to raise a stand of proper oak for a ship, because they take forever to grow.
Yep.
You'd be planting and you'd be expecting to kind of harvest it 50, 60 years down the line.
Hey, Fussy Minotaur. I think your name's funny in a good way. It was massive amounts of resources to do that kind of thing. So, we're not talking a small feat in any way. or stretch of the imagination. It was, vast amounts of wood and really good timber, and you have to have good long sections of flexible timber that is still very, very strong. Stuff like that. It's
somewhere in mainland Europe there is a place where there was a forest that the trees were shaped into the shape for making hulls.
Yeah.
And they were grown that way, and now there's an entire forest of these bent trees which were never cut down.
Bent trees. Yeah, see, if you start talking about like big Spanish galleons or some of the stuff in the English Navy, they would have had 3 main masts and probably a 4 mizzen mast and 2 aft mizzen masts. I mean, it's like anywhere upwards of 5 or 6 masts sticking out of some of these gigantic boats. So this is not big by any stretch of the imagination. This would have been a smaller, lighter, and more agile kind of an attack vehicle. I'm trying to remember. There were some big Spanish... No, it wasn't Spanish. It was English naval vessels that had twin cannonades. They had 2 decks dedicated to cannons. That's how big of a boat we're talking.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this is nothing. This is a pittance. This is going to end up having 4 cannon ports when I'm done with it. As a matter of fact, let me go get in here real quick. Whee!
This is like frigate size. Early frigates.
What'd you call me?
Ha ha ha. No, but looking at it, it's like one of the earlier frigate size. Small ships, meant to be fast.
Most pirates were not pirates. Most pirates were privateers, historically speaking. Piracy, just rampant piracy. Somebody deciding, you know what? I'm going to go rob ships in the high sea. That wasn't really a thing that happened. Not really. Not commonly. Lots of people that went into piracy were either military naval vessels that went rogue or were basically independent trading or independent, people, shipping companies or whatever, that went into piracy funded by their own government or a government.
Privateering.
Yes, privateering to go against other governments because, the East India Trade Company was run by the British, right, Cuts?
There were different. There were various different things going around there.
Right, but some of the big trade.
Dutch.
Yeah, some of the big Dutch. Yes, that's what I'm thinking about. So the Dutch would want to do trading.
Because the Dutch went all the way to Japan. They had exclusive rights.
Yeah, so they were very militant about keeping their trade routes secret and keeping their trade partnerships, exclusive. So they would fund piracy by privateering. You would hire privateers to basically go attack the ships of your enemies. And yeah, it was not an unheard of tactic. I'm gonna do that. Means now corners need to be taken care of. I like that a lot better. I think that looks good. On the underside and the top side, it looks boring. That's the important part. And it's not that, piracy didn't exist, but like nowadays we have the problem with Somali pirates and Somali pirate crews. Not really common thing, historically speaking. I'm not doing the masts now. I'm just kind of putting something there. These would actually be much taller. I don't know how much taller. I'm not going for mathematical accuracy, but whatever. But I mean, it's starting to look like an actual boat. Letters of marque. You have permission to raid that country's shipping. Exactly, Kugas. Carabelle was a good medium-sized ship, yes. Dark Pritchard says the Dutch were crazy even back then. The world is flat. The Dutch, LOL, sure it is. Yeah. Yeah, the Dutch were Had no problem boldly going where others feared to tread. Is it a Corsair? This would probably be closer to like a Caravel. Corsairs were smaller, quicker ships. One fun historical fact, the most accurate pirate of all time, or the most successful pirate of all time, was a Chinese woman. Doesn't surprise me.
Oh yeah, she had a massive fleet attack.
Oh yeah.
Being the most successful doesn't necessarily mean being the most memorable, yeah.
And the Chinese built some huge ships, absolutely massive.
Yep.
Some of the biggest wooden ships ever to have existed were built by the Chinese.
Okay. We have gone an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, Barlock slept. Thank you, Barlock. I'm looking at this and I actually... That is closer. Nope. Yeah. Okay. I need to make some hatches and experiment with that. Let's see. What kind of hatch? What do they call them? They're trap doors, I think, right? Or they're actually called hatches now.
Yep.
Door. Yep. There's just a wooden. Let's stick with that for now. And let's see if we can. And I want to redo. Need more oak stairs. There is going to be a deck below this, so I'm going to make this one look nice too. Yeah, there are a lot of preconceived notions about pirates and piracy that are wrong, shall we say? Need more. Let's do that, This. That'll do. And then, like, I was thinking about this. They wouldn't close, but they will work. They're a little dark, but eh. No.
I know you're a monster.
Okay, we can do that. I think I'm going to leave this at 6 cannon, because if I put another cannon port, it's going to be and then it's going to be roughly here-ish. I think that is going to be too far behind this and too close to the whatever that room is. So yeah, what do you think? Oh, hey, okay, that's hilarious. It works though. I can just close this and whoop. Okay. We have a cargo hatch. Didn't even have to like 3D print anything or whatever. Yep. Straight down.
Float.
Yep, you do get that effect, but whatever. My biggest concern is what it looks like closed. So, yeah. Okay. Wow. The wheel assembly's looking nice. I think he even put a compass up there.
Dude.
That's slick. Yeah, that's looking amazing, Barlock.
Got a bit of broken symmetry here and there.
He's still working on it. Bring the gold piping onto the prow of the ship. I don't know, because there was talk about actually having a mast. I mean, what's it called? The thing on the front of the ship. The figurehead. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, the figurehead. I think I'd be disappointed if it wasn't pirate themed. What? Stay on learning with Vagram. Thank you. One thing I really miss on cable these days, I remember when TLC, Discovery and History, actually had cool learning stuff on. Yeah, no kidding. It wasn't garbage reality TV shows. Back when MTV still had music as well. I know I'm old. Yeah. Yeah, the M in MTV stood for music. Hey, Vagram, how's it going? How's life? Big B Gaming. It's going good.
Time out. Oops, someone got him.
Wow, that is a lot of spam. Love me, senpai. Not anymore, buddy. Yeah, I was reading down. I was like, wait a minute, am I seeing that message twice? What's going on? Okay, no, I'm seeing it 3 times.
Yeah.
4 times.
The first double post, I gave him the benefit of the doubt because internet can be weird.
Yeah. Yes, but then there's like 3 times in one line.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Not anymore. Someone needs a hug. Someone needs a good hard slap, Ferg. You got it wrong. Yeah, that looks awesome. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I haven't done the front specifically because there was discussion about actually putting a figurehead right there on the front of the ship, and I'm still determining. I think it could be funny if we could have a chicken. Do it in actual like full color, like white with the the beak and everything.
Yep.
Little sunglasses, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. So I'm trying to think of what else I would put there. I mean, you could do something all the way up that if you wanted to. Start down here and then just kind of stretch it out. If we had somebody resourceful and had the patience, we could probably do a Chisels and Bits mermaid, but I'm not that person, and we probably don't have the time.
Nope.
So, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I need to go clear some stuff out real quick. That. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. Those aside. Those aside. Okay. Birch blocks are not staying. Those are for rudder spots. We're gonna do something else with the rudder. Thinking different kind of wood, maybe dark oak, make it stand out a little bit more.
Drive-by hi from Jen.
Yep, she's out driving. Hi, Jen. Hugs are good, especially if it's a hug from 1,000 caterpillars all at the same time. That's weird, Gugas.
That's almost an Owl City reference.
Mm-hmm. Heart of Dragon says, I just had the bizarre image of a chicken-headed mermaid figurehead. That's weird. That's weird. 100% agree. That's weird.
Potentially doable, but weird.
Yeah. Okay.
I could use a second opinion on this.
Based upon the language, I'm going to say punt. So they're stepping in and saying that right away. Then I'm assuming they're going for trouble. Exactly.
I don't think chickens drop heads.
No, chickens don't mob. I don't think mobs drop heads. Plus, we don't have anything that has beheading in it. You're thinking tinkers, and we don't have tinkers. Yeah. Yeah, I like the wheel. I think the steerage is awesome, dude. I gotta think about doors.
Corrections are taking place now.
Do what?
Corrections on the wheel are taking place now.
What corrections?
See in the Minecraft channel on Discord.
What? Why do I have to pull this up?
Can't make me do things.
Yeah, once again, Mr. Cuts is being extremely picky about something.
Oh, I mean, it's a wheel. It should be round.
No, it's Minecraft. It can't be round.
As round as it could reasonably be.
It was reasonably round before, man. It was round enough. Okay. Let's see. Okay, glub glub and all that. Going to... Come on. Block placing distance seems distinctly shorter underwater. This is the hard part. Fine, Barlock. Don't let him pick on you. Cuts is a big old meanie pants. See? The rest of my case.
What earth are you referring to, Kugas?
Oh, no, I didn't. Wait a minute. Yep, and then this. I think goes like this. Yep, okay. 8 thumbs up. That's not creepy at all.
Especially the implication that spiders have thumbs.
Yeah, I know. It's not creepy at all. How deep is the draft on the ship? It is going to be significantly deep. This is going to be a cargo ship, and most of the cargo is going to be kept down on the inside near the keel. Sorry, also playing Eve while watching I Am a Very Sick Person. Yeah, if you're playing Eve.
Sure.
Need some counseling. Spreadsheets in space, as it were.
Duck.
I think. I mean, it's basically what they call it. And that's the people that play it and actually like it. Yeah.
I think it's interesting that you need to have a very large group of people that you are working with to make it worth playing.
What?
I can see how Eve would be good when you're playing with a big corporation that you're actually part of and you work with, but kind of solo, it's really not that great.
Yeah, because it is so PvP intense and so cutthroat. It is not ideal to go at it solo. Which is basically one of the biggest reasons why I never got into it. Not because I don't know people in big corporations, I do. It's just the sheer principle of game design that I don't like. It wasn't intentionally designed that way, but it has basically been left to, what's what I'm looking for, fester? So.
Yeah.
Okay. That looks weird. I'm lopping this off here.
God, I like both of these.
What are you doing over here?
I have seats around the tables up on the deck here. I'm not sure which one I like better.
Cuts, why don't you fix it? It would be a lot quicker.
Yeah.
I'm serious. Why don't you just say, "Hey, I'll fix it since I'm Mr. Picky."
It's one bit away. Hooray! It is done.
Where are you? Greater C?
Over by the bar. The shore bar.
Oh, right, okay. Chisels and bits prismarine. That's interesting. I think it's the right height. I'm not sure if I like the prismarine or the carpeting better.
Yeah, that's my dilemma here.
I kind of like the prismarine better.
Yeah, it's kind of like a weird rug.
That and nautical.
I'm almost 100% positive I had these rugs in my bathroom in the 70s. Almost 100% positive. And like if you wanted to, you could nip like a bit off of each corner just to make it look a little less square, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. But I think I like the prismarine better.
Okay.
Yeah. I say stick with that. I did the PvP thing in Warframe once. Yeah, Conclave. I don't touch it. It was kind of
There's like, there are actually like carpet blocks made of these that you can make.
Carpet blocks made of what?
Like the kind of carpet type blocks. There is a flat carpet version of them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that means you would see it through the ceiling on the inside.
Yeah.
No, the flat type that sit on top of a block.
That's what I had.
Oh right, it just says that wall. I assumed it was chiseled stuff. Oh yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, chiseled versus carpeting. Yeah. Yeah. Dark Preacher, honestly, you probably could have banned that guy just on principle.
Yeah.
If you come in and shout dab all day, you're going to get banned. Sorry. I don't want you hanging out in here. Okay, Heart of Dragon said, I did the PvP thing in Warframe once. It was kind of fun, but that was way too much adrenaline all at once, so I don't want to do it again. Yeah, she's not an adrenaline junkie. And I'm hip. My big thing is, you know, games like that come out where they say changes to PvP will never affect the PvE side. We will do separate development for the powers. We'll have basically, there will be a PvP version of the power and a PvE version of the power. and it doesn't always work that way. They're a little bit better about it in Warframe because there will be conclave specific changes, but there have been several weapons that have been nerfed on both sides of the fence because it was too good in conclave, and that bugs me. I don't like that. It's the same thing for originally Guild Wars 2 said they weren't going to nerf PvE because of PvP, but then they did. It wasn't until after their most recent expansion, Heart of Thorns, just from the last year and a half, that they started doing separate adjustments for the powers, one on the PvE side, one on the PvP side, which is much better. So
I've started doing the same thing too. Different things are balanced. The PvE
yeah. Dark Preacher says, and now TTFT cuts and seeing chills and bits everywhere.
I
says,
initially thought it was because he said wool rather than carpet, but I didn't realise that was how they were named.
Yeah. EQ did a lot of PvP. AO did tons of PvP, spent years, did nothing but battle stations. Eve, yeah, done very little. How is the Stonehead looking now? The Stonehead has not changed at all in like weeks. I'd go.
So
I'd
the
go,
answer is fantastic.
yeah, it doesn't need to change. It was done. It's finished. Yeah, last time we looked at it, he put a gold earring on it. He put some backing behind the mouth and the eyes. The eyes have been lit up for a while. And then he put the teeth in here to make it look like, you know, a gold tooth, which I think is hilarious. But yeah, that is our stone head. Nothing else has really changed about it. We have 2 rogue blocks over here. Oh, wooden storage crates that are... no, one has sand in it. Okay. I don't know. I'll come back to them later. I have not finished the Lighthouse Island. Still working on it. Got sidetracked with the boat. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I think that looks good. Honestly, we could probably turn the place into a hookah bar. Tempted. I swear, if I had a nickel for every time I saw either a vape store or a hookah bar here in Houston, I would be a millionaire. I'm so sick of both of them. I'm not sick of vaping. I'm sick of vape stores. Different thing.
Oh, I'm sick of both.
Vaping has a very specific purpose. It's just that a lot of people are getting that purpose and bending it and making it annoying. And I'm okay with like Preacher. Dark Preacher has cut back dramatically on legit smoking because he vapes now. That's good. That's very good. He's probably cutting back a whole bunch on nicotine and a whole bunch of the really gross like tar and other garbage that would be in his system otherwise if he was still smoking. It's when you get dudes that just want to vape because they want to blow fat clouds, and you know they go into places with the most disgusting
personal fog machines.
Yeah, they go into places with the most disgusting of vape scents, and you know just do it to annoy people. Those guys need to die in a fire.
The hilarious thing was, for a couple of years, the convention I went to in Pittsburgh was on one side of the convention center. The other side was a vape convention.
Yeah.
And there was like this pedestrian walkway kind of thing that went between the two halves. You could see into the main halls on either side. And on the vape side, they created their own little weather system. Like I guess it wasn't ventilated properly or something. There's just this huge cloud just hanging in the ceiling of vape.
Yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. Dragon Racer says, I'm sick of going to the gas station and waiting 20 minutes for the old timers in front of me to get their lottery tickets. Hey, I'm one of those old timers. You watch your step, dude. Berg says, I almost quit smoking. You need to, man. You're short enough as is. We don't need to stunt your growth even more. I
can chisels and bits around the torch.
Yeah, Dark Preacher says, I do nothing but vape now. I can't even stand cigarette smoke now. Good. That is a very good thing.
Yeah.
He says, I vape or I kill people. Vaping is cheaper. Part of old says whippersnappers. Exactly.
Does it now, and that's better than what he was doing before, which was, well, one, normal smoking, and two, he was quite heavy on the drink. I'm glad he stopped.
Yeah.
So if it's gonna be something, that's like the least of the evils in terms of health.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still not exactly great, but it's a lot better than the other two.
I don't know what's going on with that compass. He's doing something. I'm gonna leave him alone. Yeah,
Taking the corners off made a big difference to these as well. They look a load better.
yeah, I like them better with the corners nipped off. I think it's good.
I think the biggest part of it is making it so they're not touching at the corners. That
Yeah,
changes how they look.
it's not just not boring flat squares that are touching the corners. Now they kind of look like they're little mats that have been thrown down. This is where we go get some manure block bits and chisel in some funky stains onto those. Randomize them just to be gross. I'm not being productive right now. I'm wasting time. I'm doing that intentionally because I'm out of ideas.
Walking around.
Yeah.
Did the stairs a while ago.
There's one thing I can do. Hang on a sec. Is it this button? Oh, I need to rebind that, I think.
Was that meant to be vague vision?
That one, yeah. I had to delete and remake that scene. I had to rebind it. We can go over here. Vagrant vision. And this is what we have built so far. That looks like in this is what it looks like to me, basically. Like we look at the ship. Like you can tell that the accent, that gold piping, it pops out. I like it. It really, it gets these dark corners and it kind of eliminates them. You still get shadowing like over here going into the piping, but then the piping kind of pops out. I really like it. I'm not set on those hatch doors. I think I'm going to make different ones such as some bits because I think it would look better. That wood is too similar. And again, you can see the gold piping and stuff like that. But yeah, I really think... Nobody commented, by the way. One of the streams last week, I eliminated that floating concrete thing that we had that we were using as kind of like a builder's pallet.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody said anything about it being gone, so...
I honestly hadn't noticed.
Yep. Berg says, are we at my work then? Gross. Redstone bits for blood? Blood for what?
Block. Stains.
Oh, blood stains. Okay.
Netherwart block would work way better for that. Better texture.
Yeah. Yeah, you get, I agree with Cuts on that. Netherwart block is probably darker and better. My wife is having issues. The only reason I have the occasional one at home. Oh, okay. Yep, Netherwart block for blood. I agree with Cuts on that one. I think it looked better. Yeah, you could get, if you really wanted to make the bar extra gnarly, we could take some chunks out of the wall and put some blood around those chunks. Like somebody got their face slammed into the wood or whatever. Or we could put tables down there with bits of the tables missing. Like corners lopped off and, bite marks and stuff. I think it'd be hilarious.
The interesting part would be if we had birch logs, which wouldn't work very well for the building, but there's things like the forestry cherry logs. I like the birch log texture, but they're red, so you can make like blood splatters up a tree.
Gross. It's an interesting idea, though. Yeah. Yeah, I'm joking about lottery tickets and old people. I do understand the mathematical odds of lottery. I get it. I have a higher likelihood of getting struck by lightning, which brings up a whole different set of stories. But I'm not going to go into that right now. Yeah, but basically, where? What, the boat or the hatch doors? These would not be iron bars. They would be either a light to medium tone of rope or just a darker wooden hatch, but it definitely would have holes in it. Iron bars don't really fit for this kind of thing. It turns it into a prison ship, and I don't want to put the prisoners down where the cannons are. So yeah, actually let me come down here and I'll show folks. Do. Dum-dum. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I want to get something like the trapdoor. I just want to make it darker. So I'm probably going to just make something. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Ever helpful, Barlock. Let's go over here and sleep real quick. Yeah. What was I talking about? A dagger in one table. Oh, yeah. Lotto tickets. I just know a couple of bucks a month. I do not play it religiously, do not play it constantly, but the wife and I do play. And I have actually deliberately been at the grocery store at the actual customer service counter, and I was just going to get some quick picks. And some runt behind me wants to get cigarettes, and he's being really, really rude. I will reach over and get the manual check the boxes in for your numbers one, for the manual picks, and take as long as I can filling that out and finally getting them done. I've done that on purpose. I've been that guy. Modded Minecraft, and the reason why it's black and white is because this is how Vikram sees the world. Samoan Jedi. That's a dope name.
Dude.
There is something about a Samoan Jedi as a mental image that I want to see now. Can we get The Rock in the last Star Wars movie? Is that a thing?
I hope so.
Dwayne Johnson?
Oh,
I'd pay to see that.
Oh, my God.
Quark has different trapdoors. We don't have Quark. People keep suggesting stuff in mods that's not in the pack. It's almost like they don't play it. Well, lottery is my wife's retirement plan. Honestly, we're not far off ourselves, so yeah. Oh, I need to take that Nightbot message out. I forgot. You're welcome, Simone Jedi. Yeah. Dun-dun. Yeah, I just want to get a vanilla hatch door and make it probably out of, I don't know, maybe dark oak with some normal oak accents or something. I'm just going to, basically just going to mimic that. Exactly, and then I can replace them. They won't be functional, but I don't care as long as it looks fine. Yeah, Dragon Race says, I'm never rude. Just those who did smoke know the nicotine fit feeling and waiting for someone who is picking lottery tickets can suck. Yeah, I never said anything. I just silently stew. Yes, but there is something to be said about maybe pre-planning a little bit better so you don't have the nicotine fits. But yes, I can sympathize. I can't sympathize because I don't know what that feels like. I can empathize. I kind of understand what you're talking about. Okay, I'm going to have to come up with a door design. We got a whole bunch of doors, actually. We were talking about doors. Lime door. I love this item zoom thing. Shift Z. This was a Mez mod, I think, if I remember right. Cherry. Papaya. It looks like it has a sad face on it, which I think is hilarious. Palm doors. That's what it was. I think palm doors is the one that has the anchor on it. That's what I want to use, I think, for some of the doors on the boat. I think that'd be awesome. I just can't remember. I think somebody had palm, or we cheated some in to see what the door would look like, but we don't have.
We cheated some doors in to see how they looked.
Yeah.
We didn't actually have the trees.
I think somebody's got palm on the server, don't they? Somebody offered, I think.
I can't remember.
Well, people don't pre-plan or drive the speed limit. Or buy tickets, apparently. Are you going to use the dispensers and fire charges for the cannons in the ship? I think I might set that up just to be fun. Put a button on the very, very top, and we can put the dispenser sticking right out. Because I'm going to get something wood that is going to be probably dark oak. That is going to be kind of a carriage thing to hold. And then we're going to get just a blocky kind of a cannon sticking out through here. And what I'm thinking is we could get... Let me think. We could put multiple dispensers or droppers. You do dropper, or maybe, I don't know. I want to get something dark. Or, I tell you what we could do. We get whatever, like cobblestone, and then put like obsidian or like a coal block in 1-bit layer on the outside of it, so that it looks like, you know, like a black cannon barrel. And then we can have it sticking out to where the only thing you could see of the dispenser was right there, sticking out the side of the can ports. I think it could be fun. Now, I'm not going to wire all of them up with like wireless redstone or something. I'm just going to put buttons on the top and make them fire. That's what Barlock put on my other ships, yeah. Bot spam? What? Did I miss something? The bot double pinged me. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, if you look at the actual description, it says Minecraft Forge /projects. There is actually all the instructions you need on that page to download the pack and install it. So if you cannot figure it out from the URL, I am not holding your hands. Barlock says, whoo, back to watching. Thank you, Barlock. Dark oak or treated wood planks. I think dark oak would be better. I'm not sure. I'm not dead set on that. Basically, you have to have a kind of a carriage. It's going to have some black wheels on the side of it. I'd probably do those out of coal blocks, and just some smaller wheels on them that were used to basically move the cannons back and forth. A lot of times there would be a hook right here, and you'd have a rope all the way around the back of it to hook over to here again that would go around the back of the cannon, and it would be slack slightly so that when the cannon fired, it would pull back and pull taut on the rope so that firing a cannon didn't just slide it all the way across, but it didn't generate too much pull when it jumped back to, you know, it would generate too much jump when it was fired to just batten it down to the ship, to just nail it to the deck, basically. Because you could have put some iron straps across the top of it and just fixed them in place. But this way you could move them back, and if you wanted to, you could like move it back slightly and maybe angle it a little bit forward. It would let you adjust. The carriage usually actually had a screw system that was either at the, I think it was either one at the front, one at the back, or one at the front. I can't remember. I think maybe it was just one at the front that you could use to adjust. It was a wheel with a screw system that would raise the barrel. Lots of stuff like that. So yeah. Maybe make a masthead that looks like Mr. Bones for the ship. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the masthead, if somebody else wants to step on. I'm not even going to be picky, as long as it's not something completely absurd. I think a skeleton down the front would look awesome. Pirate humor. You're a tumor. Oh, God. Now we're doing Arnold Schwarzenegger pirate impressions. Okay, at some point I need to finish the dry dock. I actually still have not done that yet, but whatever. I was working on this. And just looking at it like this. There we go. I kind of like the curve for the most part. It goes down. What we have to do now is kind of start cinching it in. We're at 1 minute and 56. I mean, 1 hour and 56 minutes for the live stream. Man, this wheel came out awesome.
1 minute and 56 hours. Wait,
yes,
what?
1 minute and 56 hours. That is legitimately what I almost said. Oh, there's an anchor on the front and everything. I didn't even see that. Now, if I go back to... boop. Yeah. This is perfect. It's basically the center of the wheels right about chest height, which is pretty accurate. This thing would have had a really big stocky like that. What do you call it? was going to call it the piston. That's not right. The point that the actual steering wheel is hooked to, that's doing the spinning, that is usually he made it big and thick because those things were pulling a lot of weight back and forth because they were using a pulley system to actually adjust the rudders on the boat, and the rudders are fighting current and water weight. So these things were, took a lot of winding, and they used some block and tackle to reduce some of that a little bit, pulleys and whatnot, but it was still having to deal with a lot of weight on a regular basis. So yeah, he made a nice beefy wheel for us that I very much like. Awesome. And this really nice looking compass up here on the top. Whatever. Yeah. Swash the main deck or you be walking the plank. What? Swab. Gearage. I guess that works. Shiver me timbers. What is it? With all of these, is that a compass? Yeah, that is a compass, Cougars. Yes, there is Talk Like a Pirate Day. It's in like October, November, I think, or something. I can't remember. There is one, though. A Dog 2000 says PC with 3 question marks. Please read the live stream title. It's literally right there. It even says what version I'm playing and everything. Wait, but does it point north? What, the compass? No, it's currently pointing east. No, that would have been a compass. They would have actually had a compass near the main wheel. The problem is with sextant is that would have been a handheld thing that would have been used in reference to some actual charts. Sextant checking would have been, we would have had a table over here somewhere along the side, or maybe back here, that would have had some, like on the newer ships, on the newer boats and stuff like that, they can do, you put things under plexi or under glass or whatnot, but on a lot of the older ships, yeah, they were using charts and paper maps, and they were using sextants to check the stars. But that's a handheld thing. That would not be mounted to the wheel. It would not be productive mounted to the wheel. September 19th is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Something comes out on September 19th. I'm trying to remember what it is. The 22nd is Path of Fire for Guild Wars 2. What is the 19th? I can't remember if it's a movie or a game. I broke 900. Hey, I'm at 902. Woohoo! Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for noticing and reminding me, Pirate of Old. Oh, Barlock is apparently going to do the figurehead also. Destiny 2 is in October for PC. It's already out for console. It comes out late October. It's like a week. No, it's like a couple of days around my birthday in late October. Ixalan release? What the heck is Ixalan? Dare I ask, Barlock? I'm going to tidy up the sand. Boop. We're going to get some doors, and then what I'm probably going to do...
I see, broke 900, but he's muted.
What, where?
I wondered why I couldn't hear anything.
Okay, something weird has been going on. Yeah, I have been muted for this whole time to the Discord people, which is hilarious. Yeah. I'm not sure when that happened. I'm gonna do that right there. I gotta go back in chicken mode. Hang on a sec. I'm actually gonna check and see. No, that didn't do it. Okay, I don't know what it did then. Nope. Oh, I have to stop there because Yeah, I have to swap this out. This is a slam, half slab. Okay. Yep. Okay. Wasn't paying attention to my own limitations. I'm going to do this. And I'm just going to draw this across. But yeah, I hit 902. Thank you very much, everybody, for getting me there and for reminding me that I hit that. I'm going to have to do some adjustments. I want to fix... Actually, too, what I'm going to do this real quick. It's going to be visible downstairs. No, it's not. Yes. I think that looks much better. Doot. Okay. Yay. So what I have to do is get this and replace it with a chisels and bits half slab as opposed to a normal slab. And then I can do the piping all the way down and we can go across, et cetera, et cetera. And it will look very, very nice. Yeah, okay. Oh, Magic the Gathering's card game. Oh, Ixalan is the new expansion for Magic the Gathering. Magic the Gathering, right. I do actually follow kind of Magic the Gathering and I do like it. I would play it if I had budget, but it's not a cheap hobby. It really isn't. The only thing I found more expensive was, the only thing I found more expensive was Warhammer. Dark oak doors have a golden handle. Yeah, I want to do the palm ones though, because it will be lighter and you get the cool anchor. Funny story, Vagram. In MMOs, I also go by Gaul. I don't get it, Zolus.
That's the villain name in Destiny 2.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I don't Destiny 2. I was not compelled enough to actually invest in it, so... Yeah. I'm not dead set on leaving this oak. Figure it out. Okay. Yeah. I think the ship's coming along very nicely. I like it. I probably will take a little bit of a break from the boat and work on the dry dock and finish the tower on Thursday, though, because I need to get those done. Yeah, I'm going to do insets, Berg, on the doors and all of the cannon ports with the gold. I just have to change some other stuff before I can do that. I also go by Kugas. Not really helpful most of the time, though. I do have a character in Guild Wars 2 named Vagram, but I also have Shadegrim, Berggrim, and like 3 other different iterations of just me being silly. Yeah, but I do have a character. My elementalist is named Vagram. I don't think I have really used it. Oh, no, that's not true. I used it in WildStar. Demos and demo weekends, I don't really count. So Destiny 2, blah. I did make a demo character for Destiny 2 for the open beta called Vagram. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's just associated with your account, isn't it?
Yeah.
There was a name for the individual characters.
I don't know. I can't remember. I did make enough different characters, but their creation system was...
I think the name is just your Battle.net account name.
Yep. Yeah. No, yeah, I did have a... I had a doctor. I can't remember what faction in WildStar. It was named Vagram. I think the first time I used it in a game was actually Guild Wars 2 when it first came out 5 years ago. Or, well, actually now 7 years ago. No, that's not right. 5 years ago. Because Heart of Thorns came out when it was 3 years old.
Yeah, no, they just had the 5th anniversary.
Yes. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah, 5 years old. Yeah. So, anyway, I do use it. I just...
I think I should probably log in on my engineer or something. I'll probably end up with the 5th anniversary thing.
Yeah, I got that on my engineer.
Yeah,
I got a really sick looking backpack.
I started for ages, got to like level 36, got really bored with it, and switched to Warrior and found that way better for me.
Vagrant just says Drizzt is my RPG name generally. No, it's not, because everybody else takes it because it's super common. Reminds me, I need to go back and play some more Dragon's Dogma. Gary Gygax also has a character name close to that in his books. So anyway, yeah, I get being a fan of major characters like Drizzt and others, or Lord of the Rings characters, but there is a problem if you get into a popular game with trying to actually name yourself that and being able to get that name. My name is not completely unique, but it is fairly unique. Nobody else uses it for anything. It's always available. It is my identity, basically. If you do a Google search for the name, it's pretty much just me that comes up. That's it. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody. Drizzt 73. Doesn't sound the same. Doesn't have the same punch. For some reason, I don't think that guy was born in 1973. I hope everybody has a good evening. I'm going to be doing some Warframe tomorrow. If you're not familiar with Warframe, it is free to play, and it is about robotic, futuristic space ninjas that shoot things. Fun action game. We'll be doing that tomorrow about the same time this started. Same place, same time. And then on Thursday night, it's going to be back here for more Coop Life, and we'll work on the Pirate Cove some more. Until then, thank you very much, everybody, for hanging out with us. Mr. Cutts? Any parting words of wisdom? Did you do the stairs?
Yeah, I did the stairs. I've been just kind of floating around for an hour and a half or something.
I am actually going to make everybody wait until Thursday to see them.
Oh.
Exactly. Because we're well over and we have to go. I will talk to everybody later, though. I do have a new series that's going to be starting later this week. Keep your eye out for it, called Housecore. It's not just style of music anymore. But I will talk to you folks later. Bye.
Good night.